Cześć wszystkim, jak się macie, z tej strony ZuraffPL. Witam w wieczornym, wigilijnym strumieniu z Hearthstone. Accept. No dobra, okej. Jesteśmy z powrotem w Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, gierce, w którą gram prawie że od początku istnienia mojego kanału, z przerwami co parę miesięcy. Oj, mamy chyba Lorda Krasa, z którym mamy porozmawiać o skarbie Köln.
Help, please.
I sobie pogadamy z nim.
Get me out of here. You,
Masz.
how in the... Erlek, that turncoat. I never should have trusted a liar to commit murder. That's what murderers are for. What do you want?
Ja nie jestem żadnym mordercą.
Of course I did. I'm not the Lord of Dolve Arn. I'm not even from the Tawili coast. But what does it matter? I only did what I had to do. Don't we all? The Rathir authorities don't have to know. Keep this quiet and let me sail with this galley, and you can have the gold I received for the treasures of Köln. I am a man of my word. Most of the time. You are my savior. Please, take some of what I fleeced from those idiots in the plain. Our partnership has turned out to be quite lucrative. Goodbye. Come back.
Dobra, dostałem trochę złota za to, że puściłem tego drania wolno. A jak tym mieczyskiem się, tym mieczysławem się macha. Zajebiście. Jaką trucizną on spływa. Dobra. Żebym ja pamiętał. Co my tu jakieś side questy sobie porobimy pewnie, nie? Tak mi się wydaje. Dobra. A teraz mapa. Gdzie to jest? Gdzie jest ten quest? HGW. Tu gdzieś. Gdzie ja jestem? Czyli tu gdzieś jestem. Blisko w każdym razie. Albo prawie blisko. Dobra, tu coś w lewo. Jakaś tawerna.
No, I not believe it. And then we turned around, and there the wenches, standing there.
W tawernie mamy coś do załatwienia, czy nie? Ależ owszem, o proszę. Nawet więcej niż jedno zadanie.
Docked in Rathir today. A drink, some cheer, a hot meal, then on the waves tomorrow morn.
Okej, a ty co mi powiesz? Waren Sea Wine.
You're not from the Scholia Arcana, are you? If they don't want my company, I certainly don't want theirs. If you're not one of them, well, you're welcome to join me. I'm enjoying the ale and cheer and no bloody spells or mysteries. One thing I've learned, the ladies here are like the spire. breathtakingly beautiful and completely unassailable, especially to a failure like me. Those cowards dismissed me. Afraid of me. Afraid of how difficult it'd be to train me.
Kolesia wyrzucili ze scholi Arkana, czyli zakładam, że pewnie z jakiejś szkoły magii. A ten twierdzi, że to dlatego, że bali się tego, że bardzo ciężko go wytrenować. To pewnie jakiś kompletnym debilem, to pewnie dlatego ciężko.
What is this? Ah, it was only a matter of time before the army found me out. Just my luck. This calls for another drink. I'll have to pack my things. Ah, Alison, how do I tell my sister? Where will she live? How will she live? Let them sleep in their lofty towers. I'm headed for a real life, not sitting in front of books all day and being condescended to.
Tak, picie w tawernie, prawdziwe życie.
Army wages can pay for Alison now, but I'm leaving her. I'll send money. I hope she doesn't end up in the Wending.
Dobra, załatwiłem jakiś quest.
Rove, another ale. Make
Kings
that
of
two.
War, aha. No to jest Gamdrungarik jakiś.
You
Pogadajmy.
must be here about the notice. How do I know? Simple. No one but potential applicants will even speak to me. Must be because I reek of desperation. Of one sending young souls off to certain doom. It is the hideaway of dead Kell and his crew. The legends speak of it as a damned isle, a horrible scar on the face of the world. To be quite honest, no one is sure of its true location. For the best, I say. He is the scourge of the Frostbreak Sea, a terror who seems intent on sinking every ship we sail from Rathir or elsewhere. If only he'd stayed dead. It's the fierce, icy ocean north of the plains of Erethel, a busy place of trade and transport, and the occasional treachery.
Zlodowaciałe morze i tam pływają i handlują? Dziwne. Ale to jest chyba koleś od DLC-ka, od Legends of the Dead Kell, to nie wiem czy
I have
będzie.
served the Alpha Merchant Navy since my youth, when I began my career as a deckhand on the good ship Steadfast. Well, once you hear the details, I'm sure you will lose interest. Everyone else does. We of the Alpha Merchant Navy wish to hire a representative to track and kill the notorious pirate Dead Kell and his crew of murderous hanged men.
A, czyli Dead Kell. Dead Kell to jest kapitan piratów, a Hangman, czyli wisielcy są jego załogą.
They had many names for him during the Middle Kingdom's era. Ghost of the Frostbreak, the Blood Red Sail. Every captain and swab on the Frostbreak Sea feared for their lives when Kell raised his flag. Many widows were made in those days, my friend.
Koleś ma
Of
minę,
course,
jakby
that
się
was
miał...
centuries ago, before he was killed. Oh yes, the Alpha Navy put an end to Dead Kell generations ago. They tracked him to his island hideaway and turned his ship to tinder. There were no survivors.
To w takim
Now
razie
you
z jaką celem?
understand our predicament.
To jest dla 10... Aha, czyli to jest dla levelu 10+.
Our shipping and transport lanes are a
Mógłbym się tym
conflict.
zająć w sumie, ale
Dead
na
Kell
razie sobie
preys on our
odpuszczę.
ships like scabs feast on the dying. We are helpless against him. We're losing 1 in 5 vessels departing from Rathir. Good sailors gone. Vital supplies sent to the depths. This must end now.
Ciekawe czy jak wezmę... albo w
You
sumie...
will? Truly? I must admit I did not anticipate this development. Here is your payment. It is made in good faith. Once you've made your preparations, report to Captain Rast Bratigan in the Keys. She will be your escort. Rast is a good and loyal companion and a competent sailor, despite what they say. May Lyria protect you, and may her breath ever be at your back. Good luck.
Jak to mówią, consider it done, czyli uznaj to za załatwione. Co my tu
Nothing
mamy?
causes a captain and crew more grief than those little blue beasts. Their poisonous secretions can eat through a new hole in a matter of days. They're not native to this region, but they stow away in the shadowy holes of ships sailing up from the north. They are Dead Kell's legendary crew, a trio of villains so sinister that their names sink the heart of every sailor.
Tylko
But I
trzech?
won't tell you any more. No, you don't need anything else to stoke your worry.
To ile było na tym statku? 4? 3 żeglarzy i kapitan? I skoro go zabili, to co, jest ożywieńcem, jakimś umarlakiem?
She is the only captain willing to pursue Dead Kell into the mists of the Frostbreak Sea. Perhaps it is her courage, the skill, the determination.
Her stupidity.
That's not it. Rast is a good woman, but unaware of her own faults, of which there are many. They don't call her the worst sailor alive for nothing.
Z jednej strony mówi mi, że jest tą, kurde, kompetentną żeglarką, a z drugiej strony, że nie do darmo nazywają ją najgorszym żeglarzem.
She perches along the pier like a seabird, never venturing far from her ship, the Calamity.
Calamity. Calamity brzmi trochę jak western.
Trust Rust.
Excuse me, coming through.
Excuse me. Ten koleś coś ode mnie chce, no dobra.
Get this. I wake up yesterday morning with the worst headache, no shirt, and a note that I'm fighting a duel. Me? Fighting a duel? Don't know how I got into it, but it's all rot unless I can find a second. Proud son of forested traders, my name is gold in every watering hole and board house in Rathir, and, well, I'm not really allowed out of Rathir. I swear I don't remember a thing. Apparently I challenged Dalton Ames, the war hero, over the honor of my sister. I do seem to remember him and his bulky arm sitting smugly in the sea foam, taunting me. Surely you've heard of him. Back from Cluricon, and everyone's talking about his exploits on the battlefield. They used to talk about my exploits with society daughters, but...
Czyli wyzwałaś po pijaku gościa, który wrócił z wojny, tak? No to spoko. I potrzebujesz sekundanta.
You can't fight a duel without one. Now, you might be thinking, a popular fellow like Waylon, what trouble could he have finding a second? Well, turns out my friends are all drunken cowards. Look, you seem tough enough. Be my second and I'll make it worth your while.
Czyli bądź moim sekundantem, ale pewnie walcz za mnie, tak?
Thank Lupoku. There is something else I should mention. There is no way in all Amalur I'll win this fight, so I've devised a plan. Before you go to Dalton, that's my opponent, find Gelfine in the Wending and ask for some rows of shadows. She'll know what you mean. Then go to the officers' hall in the burn and on the sly, put some on Dalton's sword point when you inspect it. All in good time, my friend. All in good time.
Róża cieni? Co to jest róża cieni?
The way I see it, I'm doomed to end up in Mel Senshir, and I'd rather cut the nose off my face than live a soldier's life. I want some freedom, and you're going to help me, right?
No nie wiem.
After you've got the rows of shadows from Gelfine and the Wending, you've got to talk to Dalton in the officers' hall. Tell him I'm ready. He'll show you his dueling sword. Dab a bit of the rows of shadows on it, then come back to me.
Rose of Shadow. Co ty tam kombinujesz, kolego? Waylon.
Now, time for my part in this business.
Dobra, czy to są jeszcze jakieś questy? Chyba nie ma. To wychodzimy stąd. W tym Rathir sporo jest rzeczy do zrobienia, ale sobie zapiszemy. A jak tam inwentory? 70... Ojojojojoj.
This siege has gone on too long.
Precz ze skrzynkami. Opresja skrzynek musi się zakończyć. Dobra. Co my tu mamy? Jakieś wejście do czegoś. Customs House. A może coś sprzedam. Tutaj też mam jakieś questy. Gdzieś po drodze.
Citizen.
Czyli co to za koleś? Talk to Onech Tansant.
This is the... All your papers in order, then? Well, you'll need those to move your cargo. Say, you're not a merchant, are you? Or a sailor? Step outside and turn northwest. Those docks are open to merchants, which means, by and large, Varani. Where they come from, I don't know. But they come on boats in all seasons and with goods from all of Amalur. When an island is not an island, more crates of goods, soldiers' feet, and mages' robes cross this jut of rock than any other in the Feylands. There's a form for port of entry, 3 for the unloading of cargo, and 4 for loading a ship. And then the various writs of trade. Oh, so many forms. They just keep piling up. Then I get them muddled and Augusta scolds me, and I end up at the sea foam. Why, the tavern around the corner. Always good cheer there, and never so many papers and crates as in the customs house. All trade in and out of Rathir must pass through customs. And Lyrius tears how much trade there is. We're buried in it. Can't miss her. She's the gnome right over there, shouting and making tallies from dawn until dusk. Now, today's newly docked vessels are...
Operacyjne handlarzy, tylko teraz tak, tędy pójdziemy, tu jest jakieś... Zakończymy tą opresję skrzynek, łowiąc jakieś złoto. Precz ze skrzynkami. Nie ma tu nikogo? Kurde, nic nie mogę wziąć. Co my tu mamy? Stormbrand. To jest to, co ja używam? Nie, ja używam Sylvanite Greatsword. Stormbrand jest nieco słabszy. Ale fajnie wygląda. Daggers. 51 obrażeń, ale używam 46, 77. Sekundary 109, 102. Rivener Tarsus to jest ten kurde kostur, który gdzieś tam złożyłem na jakimś zadaniu. Nadal jest lepszy od tych broni, co zdobyłem, więc tutaj nic nie wyrzucę chyba za bardzo. Kurde, to wszystko jest spoko. Dobra, akcesoria. Też za bardzo nic nie mam. Consumables. O, mogę wziąć Prismer Lockpick, bo sobie zjadłem ten. No dobra, co my tu mamy? Hard. Average. Hard. Średni zamek. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, tak? Nic ciekawego, ale gdzieś tu była skrzynka very hard. To możemy, dobra. Serio? Serio, aż takie coś? Nie ma tu nic. A tu? O, coś znalazłem, jakieś pismo. Items. Coś tam z goods. Jakieś notice of duty. Dusty Merchants Record, czyli jakieś zakurzone zapiski kupców. Records of the Stores and Trades, year 2245, czyli rejestr magazynowy i handlowy, rok 245. Główne jakieś akcje. 2445 beczek pikli, piklowanych jakiś tam i ryb w galarecie. Major losses. I w sumie nic ciekawego. Ukradłem jakieś zapiski, do niczego nie potrzebne. Dobra, nie chce mi się tego lutować. Co ja to w ogóle miałem? Store room. Może jakiś handelek? Easy. Tutaj to już jest kradzież. Czy tamto mógłbym otwierać? Bo tamto nie było kradzieżą. Nie ma takiego handlu. O, Augusta. Pogadajmy.
Are you a trader? A captain? What? Do you have any business at all in the customs house? Have you any notion the sum total of crates that enter and exit Rithia's port on a given day? I do. I know the profit and cost to the city, the average writs of trade per season, the escrow on accounts held. This is what I know of Rithia. You're standing in it, or hadn't you noticed? And I can't imagine why you are if you haven't any cargo going in or out of Rithia. I am in fact aware that I am a gnome, and that this is Rithia, Don't think every half-drowned sailor who stumbled in here hasn't made that joke. If you must know, Odessa and I do not suit each other, and I'm very good at counting. Counting is the key thing in a customs house. I was born and raised there. My father was something of a scandalous wretch. Everything there is extremely large, though we as a people are small. The tally was this figure and this figure.
Jakie ciosy. Dobra, złota trochę złota tu zgarnąłem, ale w sumie to nie było nic do roboty. Przydałby mi się jakiś chaos albo jakaś skrzynka, gdzie mógłbym coś zostawić, jakieś pierdoły. Inspect Historical. Dobra, coś tam upamiętniające, jakieś drzewko. No to mało istotne. Idziemy, tu mamy jakieś zadanko. Look for Cerny. No dobra, to mamy takiego typka, idziemy go sobie poszukać. Ratty Citizen. I'm not
Do not miss Leogryph's many marvels.
Chyba pójdziemy tędy. Tu jest City Watch, to chyba nie tędy.
City Watch, be on your way.
Vending House. No zobaczymy, co tu mogę zrobić. O, jest jakiś typek. Runir Vesnon.
Welcome to the wending, mate. I'm sorry it's come to that, but here we are, eh? Where you go when you can't find gold for a Praderi garret or a bunk in the quays, nor get work in a servant's quarters up in some great house. If you're able, you sleep in a ramshackle house. If you can't, you sleep in the tunnels among the mice and candles and rags. Make no mistake, for the likes of me, it's warm and welcome. Gelfine buys and sells what you please. Kest deals the cards, sparrows come and go. And the watch come through seldom to never, which is how we like it. Rathir. Some say it runs near as deep as it runs high. What I do know is the spire top's full of light and magic and wealth. Down here, shadows and rags and one daft old mage named Faldron Afari. Oh, him? No one knows his real name. Got that name from the way he talks. Some say he was next to the Archsage once, up Spire Top, and a spell went wrong, or his lover fell to her death. Whatever it was, broke him it did. What's this, eh? Time to serve? Well, I always knew it might come. Not sure what they want with a poor Runir Western like me, but I'll go. I'll go.
Aha. Został powołanie. Zostało mi jeszcze 2. Wyzwali go do wojska, no po prostu, chłopaczka. Loot Cabinet. A tu na górze jest coś. O, coś jest. Very easy. Ale nie będę. I tak nie mam miejsca w ekwipunku, to jest problem.
That man stands in the tunnels day and night, going on about Lyria.
Stays in the tunnel. Vending house. No tutaj już nic nie zrobię. Zanim tu pójdę, to mi się wydaje, że wrócę. Wrócę do znanego mi dobrze miejsca, czyli do wioski Gorhard. Bo tam była chyba moja skrzynka gdzieś. Albo mi się zdawało, nie jest to skrzynka, w której ja mogę coś trzymać. Albo i nie mogę tu trzymać nic. Tu jest in. Alchemia. Cholera, gdzie jest kowal? Kowal jest tu.
Nice to see you again. Come in. What do you need today? Come see me again.
Może najpierw jakieś naprawy.
Yes. What do you need?
Ile mam pieniędzy? 5000 coś tam. A dobra. Posprzedajemy.
I'll be here. Stay indoors after sundown.
Salvage. O, mogę rozwalić. Tego nie rozwalę, bo to jest jakieś dobre dosyć. Dobra, mam zaekwipowane 92, 80, 59, 130, 159. Ta jest lepsza zbroja. Znacznie. A, finezy mi brakuje. Okej, no to tej jej nie założę na pewno. 20, 21. Shoes of Breath. Tych nie założę niestety. Te są z zestawu. Gdybym miał zestaw, może byłoby ciekawie, a bez zestawu. Tylko właśnie muszę je nosić przez to. Nie mogę nic więcej, nie, no tej zbroi na pewno nie rozwalę, bo ona jest mocniejsza od tej, co mam. Tylko, żebym jej nie sprzedał teraz. To mogę sprzedać. To mogę sprzedać. Aha. To jest do craftingu. No i dobra, no i za bardzo się tu nie oczyściłem z zarzutów, że tak to ujmę. Pytanie, gdzie mógłbym złożyć jakieś... Potrzebuję miejsca, gdzie mógłbym trzymać rzeczy, które nie są mi w danej chwili potrzebne. Nie mam takiego miejsca. To nie jest miejsce dobre, tu też nie, bo to wszystko sprawia, że nie mogę tu wsadzić żadnych rzeczy. Mi by się przydało znaleźć jakąś skrzynkę, w której mógłbym coś trzymać, bo normalnie tego złomu mam trochę za dużo. Wydawało mi się, że w Gorhard jest miejsce, gdzie mógłbym trzymać swoje rzeczy, ale chyba mi się tylko tak zdawało. To jest to. To jest alchemia. Tu nie ma nic i tutaj nie mogę nic włożyć. Tu też jest lipa. Bardzo lipa. A jak wezmę local map, zoom, blacksmithing, merchant, special deliveries chest, healer, alchemy workbench, merchant, sagecraft altar. No i właśnie, gdzie tu jest jakaś miejscowa, gdzie mógłbym trzymać jakieś swoje rzeczy?
Life is good.
Life is good. Dobra, może pójdziemy tu. Może tu jakąś skrzynkę znajdę.
Need something?
Tego nie mogę ruszyć.
We have what you need.
Stay alert. Bandits are everywhere.
Tak, serio? Nie, to też można tylko kraść.
May I help you? Be careful out there.
Gorhart has avoided disaster for now, and with people like you settling here, we're definitely on the road to brighter days. Bye now.
Shit happens, no niestety nie mogę nigdzie znaleźć, chyba że... Gdzie jest ten?
Hey there.
O właśnie.
Exciting, isn't it? A fae living in the village like an ordinary person. Some excitement for a change.
Shop tylko. To są materiały do craftingu. Muszę znaleźć kogoś, kto się specjalizuje w kradzionych towarach. Mógłby opętlować wtedy to. A tu nie ma takich. Goodbye. Babki nie wynajmę nawet pokoju. I bardzo niedobrze. No nic. Dobrze, że w tej wiosce Gorhar przynajmniej łatwo znaleźć ten... Ballads Library, Arden Huts, Canner Rock, Werewood, Shildering Keep. Ballads Oratory, Helix Camp. House of Ballads. Star Camp. Healing, Fate Weaver, Blacksmith and Sage Crafting. Nigdzie nie ma. Tu w ogóle nic nie ma. Tyrion's Rest. Sage Crafting. Köln. To jest pewnie z tego Legends of the Dead Kell rejon. Pluricon, Alabastra. Tu Thief of Naros, kolejna mapa. No nic. Nie ma przechowalni, to jest staż. Ciekawe, co to jest staż. Może to by znalazł przechowalnię. Dobra, może w samym Ratir znajdę przechowalnię. Ja tak szukam, może niepotrzebnie. Staż. Gdzie to by było? The Upper City. Widzę, że w Lower City chyba tego nie znajdę. Tutaj jest kapitan, którą nie chcę się na razie spotkać. To muszę chyba pójść do Upper City muszę pójść i zobaczyć. No dobra, pójdziemy do Upper City, bo może znajdę przechowalnię, bo przechowalnia mi się bardzo przyda, bo potrzebuję miejsca.
50 gold.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Pocałujcie mnie w pupę. Dobra. Mamy Upper City. Fate Weaver. To pójdziemy w prawo w takim razie. Czy to ja mówię w prawo, w lewo? W lewo pójdziemy, bo tu jest coś.
My lady Coriana won't eat. She won't sleep. All on account of a poor, sick Malian. Woe on House Anwan. Poor boy, he sleeps and tosses and turns. From the things he says under his breath, his dreams must be ghastly things. My poor lady, what grief she's known. Her daughters lost to Cluricon, and her husband to the war before that. Her son Malian is all that's left to her, and the only seed of House Anwan. Oh, my masters aren't like some up spire top. Just one name to our house, thank you very much, and nearly old as Rathir at that. There are but 2 left of Anwan blood. One soon enough if young Master Malian does not mend. The healers say bad blood, but my lady swears it's poison. He sleeps and sleeps, but he's never any better. Well, it's hard to say. The healers are no use. You could go to her yourself and ask. No harm in that. You'll find my lady in the house, by poor Malian's side, most likely. The young master's sickness, yes. He's the last one living, what with the others dead in the war.
Zła krew. Ciekawe.
Here, in House Anwan. She spends most of her time by poor young Malian's sickbed.
Czyli młody panicz Malion choruje na złą krew, czymkolwiek by ta zła krew była.
Do help my lady if you can.
No pójdziemy, zobaczymy. O co kaman w tej całej
Fetch
histerii.
this, clean that, never a moment's rest.
Oj, oj, oj. Gdzie leży ów młodzieniec? Pokaż, że... Nie no, tutaj nie mogę, a tu jest młody panicz. Czyli usta Maliona ruszają się, poruszają się i te białka oczu przewracają mu się pod powiekami. Jego sen nie jest znaczy no śnisnem, śni niespokojnym snem, tak?
My son Malian is gravely ill. The healers say his blood is diseased, but I am sure it must be poison. If I were younger, I'd go and find the Lepidus myself and prove them wrong. His father died in the Battle of Galliffer Plain. His sisters in Cluricon. He is all I have left, and he is slipping away from me. Our line is ancient. However, if my son Malian is not cured, we shall wither, and the weeds of wyvern gif grasp ever higher. The healers name it as an affliction of the blood, but Anwan blood has bent beneath no malady in generations. No, Malian was poisoned, I am sure. It was early in the war, and until that time we had known only defeat. The day was won, and my husband lost. Bring my son this wild plant, and I will see you richly rewarded. This I swear. Of course not. But my family legacy says it will, and I have no wish to watch my son die while there is still a chance for hope. There's only one place that I know of, the Acathan wetlands. You must search for it there. You will know Lepidus by the shape of its blue flower. It is an herb with natural properties. It is not strictly alchemy, and it does not cure a poison. However, it can relieve the symptoms for a time. Malian will still need an antidote before he is fully well. The wyverns were of respected and decent lineage, though their wealth was not great. Then the merchant's gif bought House Wyvern, much to our surprise. They have mixed sea wash with fine wine. The wetlands of Acatha. Find it and bring it to my son with all due haste.
Czyli na jakichś bagnach muszę szukać jakiegoś ziółka,
Be
które
wary.
będzie...
I have sent servants before you who did not return.
No trudno się dziwić, jak wysłać jakichś patałachów, to nie wrócili.
Fetch this, clean that, never a moment's rest.
Jak ja pójdę, to przyniosę, to trzeba. No chatę to mają. No. Ale gówno w niej jest. W każdym razie, gdzieś miałem znaleźć miejsce, w którym mógłbym przetrzymywać swoje rzeczy i wydaje mi się, że mógłbym to zrobić gdzieś tutaj, w tym większym mieście, ale czy mi się uda?
Keep the peace.
Welcome. Before you lies the Scholia Arcana. All are welcome upon our grounds, though we ask you do not disturb the students. Every mortal who shows promise in the art is welcome among us. Of course, they must pass the trial. We must have standards. Yes, the trial of initiation. If you are interested in joining, visit the chapter house in Isa. 600 years of magical scholarship and training. Nor did our history prevent us from accepting the younger races. The Almain and Varani, of course. It was not so many generations back that only the gnomes and Amalur possessed magic. And still, no one knows what kindled this sleeping talent in their breasts. Did you know this spire rock was first settled by a hermit mage and his disciples? Only when Jotun marauders threatened the Twili Bluffs did the rest seek safer refuge here.
No dobra, czyli to będzie szkoła magii. Mam nie przeszkadzać studentom. A pójdziemy, zobaczymy, bo może znajdę tutaj ten swój schowek. Healer. O, tu mogę znaleźć jeszcze książkę, mogę znaleźć tą, co mam odzyskać. No dobra, no to może pójdę w tą stronę. Pójdziemy tu do dormitorium i ukradniemy książkę, jak się uda. A jak się nie uda, no to trudno. Nie przeszkadzać studentom. Nikomu nie będę przeszkadzał. Shit, 99% ma wykrycie. Chyba, że może znalazł jakiś... Właśnie, czy ja mam jakiś stealing. Damage, mana, merchant, thief scanning. To lockpicking, to też nie bardzo. Co robi? Shadow Prism? Eksplozję. Eksplozję czyni. Save game. Te książki będzie ciężko odzyskać, bo zwykle trzeba je kraść. To nie jest takie wcale... Shit, no nie da się.
Greetings. You are seeking healing. Let me see what I can do.
Nie chcę healing.
I joined the order to become a battle mage, but I quickly learned the horrors of such magic. I elected to study healing instead. I came to the order years ago, eager to learn how magic can be used to help the mortal races. I've lived in Rathia my whole life. This is the heart of the Alfar, the center of the world. Healing is a discipline that not many choose to pursue here. There is a stigma that it is a craft for village elders and common folk. But it involves mastery of spellcraft, alchemy, and anatomy. Many simply lack the patience needed to learn these works. Stay safe.
No i nie da się ukraść tego.
Hello.
I bardzo mnie to martwi. Stoi koło tego, nie da się ukraść. Muszę wrócić w innym czasie. Albo jakąś miksturę niewidzialności walnąć.
There are monsters out there that will burn you to a crisp. Now put some effort into it.
Good day.
Czy tu jest staż? Merchant, Dispelling Trainer, Alchemy Trainer, Alchemy Workbench, Sagecraft After, Sagecrafter. No niestety, to nie ma takiego, co ja szukam. Niedobrze.
Greetings.
Skoro nie ma, to nie ma. Tu są jakieś elementy do craftingu. Biblioteka. O, zadanko.
Are you here for the evaluation? I've already administered the written copies. This will have to be an oral exam. Were it so easy to summarize an institution like the Scholia Arcana in a few short words, books, I think, do it slightly more justice. The Rathir chapter has some of the finest collections of manuscripts in the plains of Erethel. I guarantee it. I oversee the library in the Rathir chapter. Many walk the road of knowledge, but I make sure they do so in an orderly manner. Members of all ranks, regardless of their skill, must always know the value of research and perception. I understand you're not yet a member of our order, so consider this a preliminary exam. Take this book, read it, and understand what it means to be a mage of the Scholia Arcana. The Omnibus Arcana is a staple of the education in our institution. All first-year students are given a copy to study. The lessons involve an introduction to the rigors of studying magic, as well as the value of applying yourself to your studies. Each book is different for every user, but they all impart the same basic knowledge. This is the Omnibus Arcana. It is a magical text that holds the collected knowledge of our order. It is also imbued with a certain form of intelligence. Follow its directions as you would my own. This is an introductory text given to all first-year students. It's considered canon. The test begins in the courtyard. From there, you're on your own. Where was I?
Nie mogę tego przeczytać? No szkoda.
Hello.
No proszę. Loot chest. No dobra. To się trochę pobawimy. ukradłem coś. To 1 obrażeń, no ale taki sobie jest. Czakramy też są takie sobie, jakoś tak. Dobra, ukradłem coś, ale nie było to nic nadzwyczajnego. Dobra. Skoro tak, to tak. Ukradłem. Co my tu mamy? Visit the grounds. Tu mogę ukraść tę książkę, ale nie mam jak. Dobra, wyjdziemy stąd. Na razie nie będziemy się zajmować magicznymi rzeczami.
Good day.
Good day, good day.
No entry, I'm afraid.
Czyli tutaj nie wejdę, bo jest zamknięte.
A stroll up here always calms my spirits.
No to jest ten dom, co został wykupiony przez jakiś dom kupiecki. Okej. Hello, is anybody there? Hello. Raphael Watch. Co tu mamy? Experience boosters. Please make lockpick. Nie będę kradł, bo mnie zaraz złapią. Więc no nie bardzo. Loot desk. Matka to sprząta, to służąca w takim razie.
Good day, my lord.
A tych to servant, strażnik.
I am the governess of Miss Wyvern Giff. It is my duty to train my charge in matters of speech and persuasion. I will confess, there are days I yearn for a more eager pupil.
Plus do perswazji za 15 000. Ajajaj, no to nie mam tyle.
I do not blame her. Were her parents more persuasive themselves, such willfulness would have been smothered long ago. We are a people of subtle speech and hidden hands. All around us is great beauty, yes, but what does it hide? A topic that interests you? Would you like to learn some of the art? I am confident a small lesson would be permitted by the house. Farewell.
O, ktoś tu jest.
Did my parents send you? Are you some sort of new instructor? I don't know which is worse, the snotty wyverns or the foolish fawning gifts. I suppose it's nice enough, but then I wouldn't know. I have nothing to compare it to. I know what they want. They want to marry me to some snotty, spoiled son of another great house. Then I can become Maywin Wyvern Gift Fiddlestuffs. You're not an instructor? I thought they might have sent another. They've had Majessa here for almost a year now. She does always get me to attend to her lessons somehow, though I'm not sure how she does it. What is this? Have my parents seen this? Oh, Lunala's starry smile. Yes, yes, and yes! To Chloracon. Think of it. They won't like it when they hear. But what can they do? Buy me out of it? No, not this time. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. Imagine, right in the thick of the war, and me with a sylvan spear, facing red-eyed howling Tuatha. And life beyond the spire.
Patrzcie, niektórzy lubią pójść, zostać powołani do wojska. No zobaczymy, czy przypadkiem później nie znajdę twojego truchła gdzieś po drodze. Może tych wszystkich ludzi, którym dałem to powołanie, znajdę potem jako trupy. Truchła leżące gdzieś w kurzu, gnijące zwłoki i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Dobra. Tu jest healer. Tu mogę Rose of Shadow obtain. Czyli tutaj staż był, ale to nie tu. Dobra, pójdziemy tędy. Nie wiem, gdzie jest ten staż. Księżycowe ogrody. No dobra.
On behalf of myself, my wife and my daughter, I welcome you to the spire top and all that House Wyvern Gift can offer. It is peculiar, I confess, that we kept my name, but the Wyverns are a very old family, and all agreed it was best if it were joined with Give. She is being sent to Cluricon. This is preposterous. If my enemies wish to harm me, let them launch subtle machinations against my own person. Atop the spire, you will find the two preeminent great houses, Anwan and our own. You will also find the Scholia Arcana, the Orbicant, and the Temple of Lyria. I'm a spiritual man myself and visit the temple gardens daily. The High Priestess offers blessings, counsel, and fate-weaving. Why, it is a school where mages are trained. The gifted come from far and wide to study there. The Orbicant is our ruling council. Its members are shrouded except the Elund, who speaks for them. You must forgive my lady Tanra if she sometimes speaks out of temper. It's been very hard for her. You see, some of the great houses have been slower to accept her than basic civility demands they should. I'm the patriarch of the Wyvern Gift Great House. Show the proper respect. Very good, then.
Twoja żonka,
Come,
tak?
be at ease. Wyvern Giff are not so stiff or haughty as some great houses. She actually seems to believe Rathir should defend itself and let the rest of the world rot. I'm truly sorry that her son is ill, but would she wish the healers to let him die because they have no Anwan in their blood? I get so angry when I hear people speak against Rathir's full engagement in the war. It is a disgrace to us all, and before the eyes of our Losafar cousins too. There are 10 great houses that flank the spire's rise, and 2 upon its top. One of those is Wyvern Giff. So do not listen to any idle rumors. I bear no one ill will. If some are too haughty to speak with me, the shame is on their own heads.
Trochę widzę, że chociaż ta gra jest chyba starsza niż Skyrim, tak mi się wydaje, chociaż może się mylę. W każdym razie tutaj są w tej części miasta 2 rody. Anwon i ten Wyvern Giff, i one są troszkę ze sobą skłócone, podobnie jak były rody Greymane'ów chyba i tam czegoś w Skyrimie, w tym pierwszym mieście w Białej Bruździe, czy jak się to nazywa po polsku.
At first I was greatly alarmed at this talk of serving in Cluricon, but then I thought, there are posts that never leave Melson Shear, and the right word in the right place can surely find her just such a position. The great families, most of all, must show their support for it. Everyone looks to us. I cannot understand Coriana Anwan on this point. I ask you, was there ever any doubt what this Gadflow was? Or that he must be torn from his throne? Why let him stand? If it were the custom to take your husband's name, I might have been Tanra Wyvern, and there would have been no sneering whispers. It caused enough of a stir that my husband added his name in front of Gif. Well, I am proud to share it.
Dobra, to coś o murach napisane.
Citizen.
To strażnik. A tu mamy jakieś zadanie znowu. I to jedno i dwa nawet. Dobra, pójdziemy najpierw tamto oblukać.
Welcome to our temple. I am a daughter of Lyria, one of many sons and daughters who have devoted themselves here. My station is to look after the relics sacred to our order. Sadly, many of the relics we once had are now lost. It has left so many scars on our city, our souls, and the land beyond. Nor has it stopped taking life. All are welcome here to pray, to reflect and find peace. If you seek fate weaving or the orison, you should speak with the High Priestess. The goddess of magic, fate, mysteries. We believe that order and chaos are how others want the world to be. But Lyria is concerned with what is, and what can truly change it. True wisdom is knowing the one and grasping the other. Priestess Saranen oversees the temple. Though her station is high, she is gracious and open to all who visit. She will weave your fate if you ask, or lead you on the sacred ritual we call the orison. You should speak with her if you wish to know more. When the war first came, we sent one out to every stronghold keep. This served two purposes. It brought faith and strength to our soldiers there, and if Rathir fell, some relics might still remain. We have announced a gold reward for their return, but sadly, none have yet come back to us. Please do. There are at least 6 that I know of, sent to the major strongholds of the plains of Arethel. Bring any you find to me. Lyria rewards those in her favor. The great Alfar strongholds of Arethel are Dolve Arn, Verki, Rithen, Candrian, Dolve Whale, and Corgan Hold.
Chyba w żadnej z tych twierdz nie byłem.
They were primarily sent to the strongholds of the plains of Arethel, but any that you find will be gladly welcomed and thanked with gold. So long. What can I do for you? Goodbye. Welcome.
Tell me, what brings you to this sacred place? For prayer? For the weaving of your fate? Or for the orison? This temple was founded by Bayala Tiran herself, mother and prophetess of our people. It is said that our goddess is the goddess of magic, but by so being, she is goddess at the heart of things, of mystery, and the true weaver of fate. There is something peculiar about you. The threads are... But you know of this, don't you? Then you are the one. I had heard rumors, but never thought... Well, it is good to meet you. You have drawn Lyria's attention. May I look into your cards? It was High Priestess Tiran who led our people from Glen Suthan. It was she who found Rathir. It was she who sheltered and guided us, who made us who we are. Though few of your kind do, all are welcome to the orison. Perform 3 tasks of devotion to Lyria, and in exchange, earn her blessing.
Czyli musimy wykonać 3 zadania, żeby uzyskać błogosławieństwo Lyrii. To jest ten rytuał Horizon. No to dobrze.
Sojourn, service, and giving. They wind from outward to inward, and from the depths of our history to this very moment. It is no idle turn of phrase. Though you gave of yourself to earn it, your gain will be greater than the sacrifice. You began when you entered this temple. The first task is the sojourn. Have this. It is an amphora. With it, travel to the 3 springs blessed by Priestess Tyrion on her sojourn from the north. Fill the amphora with some of each spring. One is just outside Rathir, a second in Lower Galafor. The third is in Snowmelt Pass.
Czyli muszę z tą amforą, którą mi dała, udać się do 3 strumieni, czy tam źródeł. Strumieni chyba. I wziąć troszkę z każdego wody, z każdego strumienia do tej amfory i przynieść. No, da się zrobić chyba.
Bring the amphora I gave you to each of the 3 sacred springs. They are just north of Rathir, in southern Galafor, and in Snowmelt Pass.
Consider it done, pretty baby. Dobra, no to sobie pójdziemy stąd.
When you are done, return to me.
Si. Bez wątpienia. Bez wątpienia tu wrócę. Na razie jednak sobie stąd pójdę. Czekajcie, tędy są drzwi, tędy. A tu w tym kącie co jest? Nic nie jest. No i kurczę, nie wiem. Gdzie jest ten tak zwany stash?
Stand aside.
Co wy mnie tak straszycie, ludzie? Widział ktoś stash? Merchant, blacksmithing, katakumby, alchemist specialist, praise of player, find the old lodger, luminary elves, Walshmanis goods, kapitan Dodwin, tu jest healer. Dobra, musimy pójść tędy. Sobie odwiedzimy Abergast Residence. Tu są jakieś katakumby. Albo tu pójdziemy jeszcze, skoro... Tu już byłem. Dobra, no to pójdziemy... No dobra, pójdziemy tędy.
The City Watch never rests.
Do not miss Leogryph's many marvels.
Ta łapka co? Fruit vendor.
Every serious student shops at Leogryph's. Lyria's light guide you. Do not miss Leogryph's many marvels.
Hello, hello. Greetings.
Nic tu nie ma.
You have come to Gwalchmay's goods, provisioner to all Rathir, to high and low, great house and sparrow alike. Come again.
Nie ma mojego magazynku, którego ja tak potrzebuję. No naprawdę, dlaczego? Może tu coś znajdę. Nie, to są tylko skrzynki. Sparrow Murders Desks. Rathir Jail. Ale można tu pójść.
City Watch, move along. City Watch, move along.
No dobra, zapiszemy sobie. Dobra, myślałem, że coś się stanie dzięki temu, ale to nie się nie stało. Old letters, stare listy. Dobra, niepotrzebne mi.
City Watch, move along.
You, halt! You're lost. Only the prison lies this way. Do not think us a people given to folly or crime. But in a city so large as this, there must always be exceptions to the rule. You don't want to end up in there, believe me. What's worse, though, is resisting arrest. I don't advise it. We are the City Watch, and this is our home. You are a guest. Conduct yourself as one. Good then.
Nie mogę. Zaparte są drzwi na amen. Skoro tak, no to sobie stąd pójdziemy.
The Watch sees all in Rathir.
Well, you're no guard. Here to let me out, is that it? That's a jest, mind you. Even if I could slip out of here, the damn Watch would have me back before you could count 12. I'd swear the stone spy for them. Whenever they do let me loose, I don't fancy I'll stay longer than a whore's wink. Anywhere else in Amalur, that's where I'd rather be. What am I here for, you mean? Would you believe I disgraced the great house's daughter? Didn't think you would. I had a right good swindle going with some wending lads. But are they locked up? No. Bloody Alpha double standard. Let's just say if you carried 100 crates from ship to vault, no one's none the wiser if one or two things go missing from every haul. I wanted to be alone.
Czyli kradłeś towar, który transportowałeś. Gdzie tu jest wyjście? Tu jest wyjście.
City Watch.
That ship sails tomorrow at dawn. Dawn! You'll see things there the likes of which you never saw.
A moment, love. I'll be right with you.
Dobra, może tu znajdę ten stash. Desk, weapon rack, weapon. Nie. Dobra, pogadamy sobie zatem z tym bohaterem. No, zbieram tych questów do robienia, widzę.
You there, my lovely. I like the look of you. I have gold to slip in your purse in return for a small favor.
No nie taką small favor, baby.
The sea wreathes her. Old stone lifts her high. Gold and magic pulse through her veins. In the city of Rathir, a soft whisper in a dark corner unlocks many doors. Me? You wish to know about me? I'm flattered, but I prefer to keep my cards close to my chest. Oh, now, don't sound so suspicious. I need some help in a matter of business. Tell me, do you know the merchant Gwalchmay? I am trying to strike a deal with that willful man, and I think I have found just the thing. Only, I cannot be the one to do it. The man who owns the goods store in the Prairie, he's got his thumb on nearly all the trade in this city. I can't sell anything without his good word, it seems. I have already tried to negotiate with him. He proved hard, stubborn, and unpliable. We could not reach a deal. I was hoping a new face and a new approach might cause him to let down his guard, become reasonable. How very astute of you. Now, Gwalchmay, I have learned, has a weakness for rare wines. This right here happens to be a bottle of Maybrin, his favorite. I wish we had more than just the one. Pity. Here's the contract for him to sign. The better a deal you strike, the sweeter I will make your reward.
No.
If I were to approach him, he'd dig his heels in. But a fresh face such as yours, bearing a bottle of his favorite wine? It might just work. More than the bottle I gave you? Very good. If you can use that to strike a better deal, I will see you paid more than it's worth.
No.
In his goods store, in the Prairie, the market. It's near the center of town. Get him drunk on Maybrin wine, and he should be magnanimous with the contract.
No proszę, babka chce zrobić lewy interes.
The healer's in the officers' club, round the back.
Greetings, Warsworn.
Have you delivered those notices yet?
A to ta od tych.
Greetings, Warsworn.
Greetings, Warsworn.
Czy ktoś tu jest? A tu jest healer, kurier. I możemy stąd wyjść, innymi słowy. Bo tu nie ma tego, co ja szukam.
The burns for army use, not civilians.
Pray to Lyria that fate is on our side. The ships are all moored up until Elund Karth says otherwise.
Czyli tutaj też nie ma tego, co ja szukam. City Watch. Vending House. Dobra, pójdziemy tu. Ale będę dzisiaj łaził po tym mieście.
This, you'll see things there the likes of which you never saw.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
Had to be somewhere here, or the keys, or...
No dobra, to podejdziemy do tego gościa, kto tu siedzi.
Welcome, friend, to the Luminary Leaf, bookseller extraordinaire. I cannot ascend the steps of the spire without thinking on the first lines of the Fall of Dwinian, nor espy the Wending and not recall Stone Shadows. Rathir is a city of letters. I dare anyone to say otherwise. In truth, I once thought I might be a poet, but it seems in the end I am more shepherd than ram to my flock of tomes. Ah, you see? My metaphors always run amok somehow. In truth, I once thought... you see? My metaphor, nearly any book you can imagine can be found here, at the Luminary Leaf, be it history, verse, or scholarship. Though, I must confess, we are not as well supplied in gnomish texts as I would like. Now, while many books can be found only within Scholia Arcana walls, others can only be found without. Gnomish texts, magical controversies. Pelewin tugs at the heartstrings. Medara's mists at dawn takes my breath away. If you seek something a bit more rough and lively, the Varani Kesseniki or Sea Chance might be worth a read. The ancient steps of our founder and prophet are dear to any Rathiri's heart. But mine shall always stir to the brave tales of the war-sworn of old, pitting steel and valor against chaos itself. Until next time.
Akurat za bardzo książek to tutaj nie potrzebuję. Gdzie to się idzie? Tędy, 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 tędy.
Ruwani, apothecary, alchemist, importer, and cultivator at your service. Were you aware that 37 varieties of vine, flower, and tree can be found here? Discounting, of course, the lunar gardens. I've always found the mystery of herbs and fungi far more fascinating than anything else. As soon as I was old enough, I was apprenticed to the great Rilf Janik. Have you been? The true marvel of our city, if you ask me. Blossoms you will see nowhere else in Amalur. Oh, you've met them? Well, any friend of theirs is a friend of mine. Although, truth be told, those sisters can be a little strange sometimes. If you think yourself a bit of an amateur, you are welcome to the use of my alchemist's bench. I'm happy to sell you anything you require, and forgive any faces I make at your fitful potioneering.
Tutaj są napoje leczące. Co jest fajną sprawą. Shocking, slashing, steel, venom, guard, seal, bla 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 bla. Damage deflection, alchemist, dispelling.
Very good then.
Okej, no tu byłem Officer's Hall. Abergast, tawerna. Byłem w tawernie, ale tam chyba nie ma żadnych tych. Dobra, pójdziemy tu. Tu byłem w górnym mieście, byłem. Tu zejście jest do tych tuneli. Ajajajajajajaj.
Curios, talismans, items
Is
of
there anything
power.
that can't be found here?
Weapon rack, calder, blacksmithing forge.
Repairs? I can make repairs to nearly anything.
I'll sell you weapons, but if it's armor you need, you'll have to speak to that husband of mine.
O, jakie tu bronie są drogie. Great Sword 156. Great Swords of Mystic. Nieźle.
Come see me again.
Nie no, wychodzimy stąd. Dobra, pójdziemy tędy.
Citizen.
To tu? Okej. Okej. No i? O. To byłem.
Keep the peace.
Dobra, tu byłem. Abergast Residence, bo w tawernie chyba też byłem. Ale możemy sobie pójść do tawerny. Może tam będzie ten stash. Tu jest ta babka, z którą nie chcę się widzieć.
Trading's done in the Prairie.
Tutaj jest ten stash. Tu zejście do niższych tuneli. Gabinet, dresser, armor, bla bla bla. Raczej nie. Dobra, pójdziemy do rezydencji Abergasta w takim
Today, see tomorrow.
Above decks, below.
I Abergasta nie znajdziemy jednak.
No, I not believe it.
But then,
Gdzie są te katakumby?
No, I not believe it.
above decks, below.
Dobra, no to tutaj nie ma. World map. Stash niby jest, ale gdzie?
Another Varani.
Może tu gdzieś znajdę ten stash. Nie no, raczej nie. No to nie wiem. Dobra, pójdziemy jeszcze do obozu.
But she does dance.
księżycowym obozie są chyba złodzieje, więc będę mógł sprzedać to, co chciałem. Fate Weaver. O, tutaj jakieś książki. Ale pójdziemy na wprost.
Looking to buy. Would you care to sell? Sorry, I mean buy. Would you care to buy something?
O, kradzione mogę sprzedać. No i dobra, sprzedałem trochę rzeczy. A co mogę tutaj kupić? „103 obrona. Game of Prosperity.
Come again.
Someone off the road. Tell me, do you have any peasant clothes that you're looking to get rid of? I can pay you for them. Their words are often in the ears of common folk, and their songs play in the hearts of all. I used to find good work in Rathir, but the travelers here have a real passion for the art of performance. I'm happier here. Irion is one of Moon Camp's leaders, but the other, Mare, has left her. And it gets worse. Mare was also Irion's wife. I mean, how would you feel? It's a wonder a man like Irion could weather it. Indeed. It is not clothes so much as cloth. I'm a tailor by trade, and from my hands are born the costumes and curtains of our fair camp. But the players of our camp are always in need of new articles of dress. I need lots of material, and quickly. Bring me some peasant clothes and I can rework the material with relative ease. What say you?
Okay.
You mean truly? It's been a while since I've had any good material to work with. I await your findings. If I knew, I wouldn't need you around to find them for me, would I? I think if you poke around, you'll dig some up.
A, czyli chcę, żebym po prostu ukradł.
Pleasant journeys.
Chcę, żebym ukradł. No dobre, braciszka. I items. Coś tu nowego mam do przeczytania. Nie da się tego przeczytać. Rycerze Knights of Pleasure, czyli rycerze przyjemności. No nie będę tego czytał na głos, bo jeszcze mi YouTube zablokuje coś. Bo to jest... Tales Collection to są takie troszkę książki erotyczne. I tutaj mamy jakąś jeszcze do tego opowieść o miłosnych ekscesach dwóch mężczyzn, jak widać. Jesus Christ. Dobra, jeszcze pogadamy z panem
What is this specimen before me? I can only think that you were the skilled one the Hierophant said I was to expect. If only you had come sooner, then you might have helped to keep my mare's heart here. It takes a brave sort to be a traveler. We've all left something behind, or made the sacrifices we had to, or had nowhere else to turn. But more than that, a traveler needs presence. We need to command attention, to perform under spotlight, even from the shadows. The Hierophant directs all of the travelers, a director of our cues and exits, of our motivations and actions. It is well known that the Hierophant commands us because of a vision of the work from start to end, a prophecy to tell us what to steal. There is nothing I can say to describe how I pine for her. Would that I be sundered like the Rathir battlefield, that I could escape this anguish. May the Hierophant's gaze find my wife, for what a wretch I have become. I am more like a king of ants than anything else. Oh, nothing I should be bothering you with. After all you've accomplished in Star Camp, what's so special about a broken-hearted Alpha? I should tell you more about what mission you're to be. Oh, you must give me a moment. Mare, my poor, lovely mare. My Queen of Cups, the once joint leader of Moon Camp. My wife. Happy we were in the years we were wed, yet sad we were in the hours. She was of a noble family, and I their jester. We fell in love, eloped, and joined the only ones who did not shun our love, the travelers. But of late, the stress of this life has finally taken its toll. She left me, and this camp, to seek refuge in the Temple of Lyria. I'm in no state to be aiding you right now. I should be alone. I still need some time. Very well. Go to the Hierophant Shrine and pray. There you will receive portents of the next mission from our Grand Leader. You must pray at the Hierophant Shrine. There you will divine the targets of your thefts. Exeunt.
Is there a petition before me? Ah, yes, but it is strange. You seem cloaked in shadow, hidden from my gaze. Ah, it is you, Shade. We are far from the woods of Dalentarth. I see you are eager to serve your guide. Yes, and come far from Starcamp. Mooncamp is a home to true travelers, faithful and talented. I have seen the items which you must steal. The Chalice of Forced Vintage from the lower city, and the Signet Ring of Wyvern Gift from the upper city. And lastly, you must steal the Cowl of the Maiden from the Temple of Lyria. These treasures are my blessing to this camp. The Chalice of Forced Vintage is said to take any liquid poured into it and transform it into fine wine. It is currently in possession of a peddler named Weinrich in Rathir's Seafoam Tavern. Relieve it of him. It is the signet ring of the Wyvern Gifts, one of the great houses of Rathir. The Patriarch Ebsel is a social man. You will have to take the ring from him away from prying eyes. The Cowl of the Maiden is a ceremonial cowl belonging to the Temple of Lyria. It is only worn on solemn occasions of the lunar eclipse. I fear that you are not its only predator. Mayor Ganon seeks the cowl as well. You are not the only thief that is pursuing the Cowl of the Maiden. There is also Mayor Ganon, formerly of Mooncamp. The calamities of Irian's and Mayor's relationships are not unknown to me. Resolve them and you may have an easier time.
O proszę, dostałem 3 kolejne cele do tego, żeby ukraść je dla Hierofanta, czyli jakiegoś tam bożka, tych złodziei zwących się podróżnikami, or something. No dobra, ale co my tu zrobimy? Tu jest kupa skał. No dobra. Myślę, że na tym skończę dzisiejszy odcinek. 2 godzinki za nami to dosyć dużo jak na taki filmik. Za dużo się nie działo, walki nie było, ale za to było dużo gadania i zbierania questów, które będą na później. Dziękuję wszystkim za uwagę, pozdrawiam wszystkich serdecznie, do zobaczenia i cześć, no i wesołych świąt, pa pa.